hate all of the things that make Nashville, apparently, an it city to the rest of the country.
Excited to devastated Tennessee special election version? Here we go.
All right, tomorrow, voters head to the polls in Tennessee, choosing between Republican candidate Matt Van Epps or Democrat candidate Aftyn Behn in the special election for the state's 7th congressional district. Democrats have poured millions into this race in an attempt to flip this red district blue, but there is new controversy surrounding that Democrat candidate over previous comments like this.
Listen to this. Probably you've already seen this if you've been following this at all, but incredible statement upcoming.
I've been heavily involved with the Nashville mayoral race because I hate the city, I hate the bachelorettes, I hate the pedal taverns, I hate country music.
You hate all that stuff, and now you're running for the House in Tennessee. February, that's not even that long ago, in 2020, 5 years ago. I hate this city. I hate the bachelorettes. This one is a little bit triggering for me because I like country music. I hate country music. It's the best. President Trump, in a post on Truth Social, poked fun for sure at those comments, saying here, this is just on November 30, 2025, so not very long ago, vote for Matt Van Epps. He will be a great congressman, and unlike his opponent, he cherishes Christianity and country music. She hates them both. Very pivotal election. So this race was a lot closer, I think, than many would have thought. Although, as you'll see at the end of the video, it wasn't that close. Okay, let's take a look at Harry Sisson on November 28, talking about this race. He seemed pretty hopeful.
All right,
here.
folks, look, there is a huge election upcoming that could ruin Donald Trump's presidency, and he's spending a bunch of money on, and you got to know about it. There is a House race in Tennessee's 7th congressional district. It's between Republican Matt Van Epps and Democrat Aftyn Behn. Now, Aftyn Behn is fantastic. She's taking no corporate PAC money.
Okay, so is she fantastic? We're going to show a few clips of some things that this Aftyn Behn has said in the past. I'm not familiar with who this person was before this news, but take a look at some of these comments. I am not sure what year this clip is originally from, but this is Aftyn Behn talking about policing. Take a look.
Well, I'm currently involved in a transformative justice seminar, and so it's how to imagine a world without police and what that looks like and what community mechanisms look like, how people can not police themselves, but what, for example, if you experience sexual assault, like what is the reconciliation process and what does transformative justice look like? Because as we know, like you can't take those things to court. Like, you know, our legal system is terrible when it comes to retribution. So anyways, all that.
When I hear somebody talking like that, transformative justice, I don't even know how you listen to the rest of what you're saying. In your mind, you're just like rolling your eyes. It's so crazy. And okay, this is a pretty recent clip of her, Aftyn Behn, on CNN. This is still pre-special election.
Crime is, of course, also was a major issue in the presidential election. And I know there are some old posts. You've been asked about those old posts a number of times. My question for you today is whether more money for cops on.
The first thing I noticed about this clip, she's almost sitting there like with the craziest posture. You're on national TV. I don't know, sit up straight a little bit.
Is whether more money for cops on the streets in the district you hope to represent would help fight crime. Would you like more money for more cops on the streets in your district?
So those past comments were at a time when I was a private citizen, as an activist and organizer, and now as a Tennessee lawmaker, I represent 40,000 individual opinions and political thought.
Right,
and
so what do you think now? Would more money for cops be good or bad?
Okay, decent follow-up, but it doesn't work.
I think it depends on what the community wants. And so I've worked with communities, at least my constituents.
That's not pushback at all. If you want some pushback there, okay, what do you think? Then she just goes right back to her non-answer. Let's just take a look at that one more time.
Thought.
Right,
and
so what do you think now? Would more money for cops be good or bad?
I think it depends on what the community wants. And so I've worked with communities, at least my constituents, want to ensure that there is investment in their community for community safety, community protection, mental health services. And that's what I'm hearing from at least my constituents.
Well, what I'm hearing from that answer is you think no, and you just don't want to say that, I guess. But that's what, like, community resources for mental health. To me, that's just gobbledygook for no, we don't want to fund the police.
To ensure that there is investment in their community for community safety, community protection, mental health services.
I mean, I'm guessing, but that's my honest answer. If you don't answer that question directly, what are people supposed to think? This may be the most satisfying clip of the video. We're on election night now. So you can hear that person off camera or whatever yelling, "No effing way." Look, apparently 49% of the vote in. I guess this would just be one county. I don't know. This watch party, though, there's obviously some enthusiasm happening there, at least on that graphic on screen. She's having some success. Again, I think that's just one county, but this kind of clip was going around on X. Pretty funny.
No fucking way! What?
And yeah, apparently that's a watch party for Aftyn Behn, although what actually happened on election night for this election was this.
We do have breaking news this evening as CNN can now project that the Republican Matt Van Epps has won the special election in Tennessee's 7th congressional district. That is staving off an attempt at a stunning political upset by Democrats from the candidate in this race, Aftyn Behn, you just heard from here.
Just a quick clip here on election night of Aftyn Behn before we get to Harry Sison's post-election reaction.
Let's listen in.
Oh my goodness, thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, I know tonight was not what the results we wanted, but thank you from the bottom of my heart. I have a bunch of thank yous, so I want to start with my favorite.
Look, that jacket to me is the most Nashville-looking jacket I've ever seen. What do you guys think? Let me know. I thought you hated that city.
The Nashville mayoral race, because I hate the city, I hate the bachelorettes, I hate the pedal taverns, I hate country music, I hate all of the things that make Nashville apparently an it city to the rest of the country, but I hate it. Yeah, I'm that girl at the airport that all these bachelorettes are giddy walking out in their two-toned colored Pantone pink shirts, and they walk out and I'm like, they're like, oh my god, Nashville is so bad!
They're so loud.
And final clip for this video will be Harry Sison reacting, like I said, to the news that Republicans won.
We have some major news. Republicans won the special election in Tennessee's 7th congressional district tonight, but there are some major red flags for Donald Trump and MAGA going into 2026. So first and foremost, this is the final result. The Republican Matt Van Epps, who will be horrible for Tennessee, won by just under 9 points. He might be...
That is a big win, especially with the talk that it may be a close election. But, I mean, it's also true that Republicans did not win by as much as they did, as this graphic shows in Harry's video. In 2024, there were bigger wins.
You might be thinking, well, a 9-point victory, that's pretty big. Why is that bad for the Republicans? Well, these were the margins for Republicans in 2024. On the presidential level for Trump...
I mean, 9 points, though, is still a big win. I like this comment here. I'll just move my face from this guy. Big Bear Jake winning. I think that's correct. A win's a win.
To President Donald J. Trump, thank you, sir. Your endorsement made the difference, and I will never forget it.
I'm not going to talk about this too long because it's not the video for it, but I kind of think that the Zohran Mamdani winning, this race being kind of close, could be a blessing in disguise for Republicans heading into 2026. So, I mean, we'll see what happens. Yeah, at least personally, as of right now, I think a lot of the 2026 midterms are going to come down to domestic policy and basically how the economy is doing. It's just the problem with, it's very unfortunate. When Biden was in, look at the inflation rate. This is a 5-year inflation rate. All this inflation doesn't go away. So even though the inflation rate now is closer to that 2% target, it's just a little bit too high still, but this is the major problem is Biden had such a bad record on inflation, and all those price increases don't go away. I do think if the Trump administration can get that number a little lower inflation, plus just some more rising wages, especially for the working class, I think the 2026 midterms can go quite well, but we'll see. But anyway, with that said, thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe, and have a great day.